move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Wow! Wow!
Hey, Square! My dinghy's bigger than your whole boat!
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute, a podcast in which we watch and talk about, think about, and argue about Caddyshack, 1 minute at a time. I'm Tom Taylor, and with me as always is my co-host, Mike DiMaria.
Don't touch my neck.
And not touching his neck is our other co-host, Dan Lewis.
Golly, I'm hot today.
Woo! We're here to talk about minute 13 of Caddyshack, which begins with D'Annunzio trying to help the Havenkamps out. Havenkamps? Havercamps.
Tom.
It's a block.
We had this problem last week, like crazy.
I know. It was a long time ago.
Havercamps.
He's trying to help the Havercamps out, and it ends with D'Annunzio returning to the Caddyshack. That's 2 words, Caddyshack.
That's right.
Not the movie, the place.
No, the place, Caddyshack.
Of course I love this whole sequence, but one thing I do like about it is that we've been complaining about the, you want to see these long rolling greens with trees and stuff and everything, and then instead you get like a, Ford driving through the middle of it, and there's like a 7-Eleven in the distance, and they keep ruining these big palatial views, but this one seems pretty interrupted from what I can tell. It's a sprawling, green, beautiful vista throughout the whole scene, and that's satisfying to me. It's
very nice. Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad the Havercamps have a nice place to be hot today.
Yeah. It's a nice scene, bucolic.
Yes.
Kind of fun, and who doesn't love the Havercamp scene? I mean, it's like one of the great scenes in the whole movie.
This is beautiful. I complained about the other famous scene, but this one's great.
Yep.
Who do we think the Havercamps are?
You mean in terms of the relationship with the club?
Yeah, or like in the community.
They're probably
they're
founding members.
Yeah.
Original investors, like they gotta let them just go out there and do whatever they want.
Yeah. D'Annunzio, be nice to them.
Right. Or he even knows that I just got to put up with this crap.
Yeah.
Right. They got, using the parlance of their times, they've got to heck with you money.
It's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
But they do put up with D'Annunzio's cigarette, which is interesting. Like they probably don't even notice. And from his point of view, he's like, "Look, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna help him out as much as I can. But I gotta have a smoke during this thing. I'm gonna die."
Yeah. Well, you look back, even famous sports stars and the Queen of England smoked when they were younger.
Sure.
So.
Where's D'Annunzio now?
Right.
And Mr. Havercamp is just
Havercamp.
Well, I always thought it was Havercamp too when I was until we did the minute. I thought it was Havercamp.
But as he's sauntering across that grass, he's like walking on eggshells. He's got like he's
afraid of breaking his ankles.
He's like sneaking down to get a piece of cake at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to wake up to help. Doesn't want to be told on. He's just soft shoeing it to his ball.
Boy, am I hungry tonight.
By golly, I'm gonna have some cake. I hope the wife doesn't hear me.
That's a cupcake, hon.
That's a cup. He's got to be 97 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
I look at these people and I think I have the same question about old people in movies as I do about obese people. Like, what is the casting conversation like? Like, okay, Mr. whatever the actor's name is, you're going to play Mr. Havercamp. You're very anciently old and decrepit, and everyone's going to laugh at you because you're so old you can't golf correctly. And your wife is knocking the ball in the water, and it's just silly and
well, it's essentially they're going to laugh at you
are.
Because you're you.
Yeah. You know how old you are? That's what's funny about this scene.
Or they don't know, and the director treats them the way that D'Annunzio is treating them.
Yeah.
He just sends them out there. You know what I think about is when they do those things on TV where it's an expo, it's some sort of human interest or public health story about how fat the country's getting, and then they always have these like B-roll shots from the mall of people where it's only the neck down.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know that somebody's watching that later and they recognize themselves and they go,
that's my
"God
shirt."
damn it, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm being used as an example."
And as a cameraman, you show up at work and you say, "What's my assignment today?" Guy just writes it on a. You sit at the table in like the room. He just writes something on a piece of paper, slides it across to you. It's okay. We're going to videotape fat people at the mall.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it! I went to the Northwestern School of Journalism,
Yeah.
and now I'm just shooting video of people from the neck down at the Cinnabon. Jesus Christ!
Tonight, diabetes is on the rise.
You might be next to lose a foot. Find out at 11.
You just died of diabetes.
Oh boy, yeah. No, I can provide that info. I did a little background on this. This is they're a couple, Kenneth and Rebecca Burritt.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The actors.
Yep, Kenneth was born October 4th, 1896.
God damn it.
Rebecca Burritt born on Boxing Day, December 26, 1897.
God damn.
Canadian.
He died about 4 years later. I don't know where they're from. He died about 4 years
That's a
after the
Canadian
movie.
thing, isn't it?
Well, I just said December 26th that she was born. I couldn't.
Oh, you just said Boxing Day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mom's Canadian.
Yeah, there you go. I put that together.
Yeah. So, and she died only in 1996. So she lived to be 98.
Whoa.
So, there you go.
That's irresponsible.
Yeah. And I just think it's kind of nice. They're a couple. Apparently, a lot of people showed up to be cast for this. A lot of retired people.
Wow.
And they chose that. And the casting director didn't want them, but the casting director left to do another job, and so they just hung around and they played the roles.
Are they actually actors?
It says it's the only thing they've ever been in.
I was going to say. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not that they're not convincing as old people and terrible golfers.
They really pull it
I
off.
just couldn't quite tell if they were professional actors.
Yeah.
Well, God bless them.
Yeah, God bless them.
So a lot of couples showed up to.
They said a lot of retired people showed up to be in it.
They probably all took it way too seriously.
Yeah,
Tried to
or
show
they
off.
were too good golfers, so
Yeah.
it didn't work out.
Too spry.
You know.
Walk too fast.
That's a peach, hon.
That's a peach, hun. You call that a peach?
Mr. Havercamp, can we do another take? Because I didn't believe that, Mr. Havercamp. No, Mr. Havercamp, face the camera.
Please, the camera's over here, Mr. Haverkamp. Just stand right here. Just don't
Maybe
move
this
from
is
your spot.
maybe this is where they got the idea for the scene.
Yeah, right, exactly right.
They had
didn't know
a
how
whole
they-
soliloquy they were supposed to do.
They brought him in for the other lines later.
And Mr. Havercamp, your scene was tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mr. Haverkamp, please get off the set.
Yeah, well, but you're
No, no,
here and
same.
you're dressed. Okay, well,
It always bugged me a little bit how the timing of the ricochet of the ball off the tree and then going over Tony D'Annunzio's head, how the timing doesn't quite work out. It's like a little stilted because it's not smoothly edited.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like it would be nearly going that fast, bouncing off that tree.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no way he hits it hard enough to be the ball that goes over to Tony D'Annunzio's head. They had to have
well,
somebody else.
it's just like Harold Ramis throwing the ball at him off camera.
Yeah, right. Yeah, his
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
And they had to throw it off that tree like 50 times to get the right kind of ricochet.
Yeah, to make it look somewhat.
Yeah.
It works. Almost.
And they do a really close up to make it a little easier, so
Yeah.
someone can stand right next to the tree and do
Boink.
it. Mr. Havercamp.
I do like his reaction. It's kind of like, geez, hands over his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, he's not a dick. You know, it's
Right.
like he's somehow like the antagonist in the film, but he's not a dick. Like Smales is the big dick in this movie.
Yeah. He's only a dick to like his peers,
Right.
you know, where he's got some like territory to mark or something.
And
The
honestly,
Havercamps
Danny
don't
Noonan
threaten
acts
him.
like a bigger dick than he does when they're when he's asking for the Coke.
Yeah.
Danny Noonan gives him a big time, gives him a hard time, calls him a jerk.
Jerk.
You jerk. Yeah, that's about that'll be next week. But yeah, you know, I really the more I watch this, the more I kind of liked Tony D'Annunzio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are going to be scenes later on where that's strained. My liking of him.
The part where he gives Danny a hard time for not being very good in bed, I think, is a little bit that's a little offsides.
Yeah, it's not hard to be turned off by his slicked hair, kind of.
I guess it wasn't that great.
How was it, Maggie? I guess it wasn't that great.
Madonna with meatballs.
Right, again, it's got to be linear.
It's funny though. I don't. Come on.
It's got to be linear. It's
No
not
movie
linear,
is
then
until
this
they make a movie that is filmed in 1 minute at a time. In separate
Right, what choice
scenes.
do we have?
We don't have a choice.
This becomes like a hipster classic when if it starts bouncing around from minute to minute.
I've almost made up my hipster joke, by the way, from last week.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it. I'm on the verge of it. I'm just trying to think of how to phrase it the right way.
It's best to come up with the punchline first, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, I have the situation. I have like the hook, but I don't quite have the.
Let's work on it.
Yeah.
You wanna wait or
You want to workshop it?
Maybe I'll try it. I'll get like a a rough version of it, just so I'm not totally nuts and bolts about it. I don't just give you the idea without a joke attached to it. I'll try to get a joke out of it, knowing that it's not going to be final, and then we can all work on it. Does that sound good? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm not saying I can do it right this. You guys talk. I'm going to think about this for a second.
Well, maybe Mike, you just talk because why don't you tell us a story? Because I'm still trying to think of a hipster joke too.
Am I going to carry this minute?
Yeah, you got to carry
Again.
this part of the minute.
It's not going to take me long.
Why don't you tell us a story about like I don't know, like a Jeep or something? Or
You know what? I told you already to shut. No, it's not going to happen. There's going to be no. That's all I got to say about that.
Fair enough.
No
Too
stories.
soon after Chekhov's death for that story.
Check.
Yeah.
The
Chekhov
Chekhov V2.
Oh, I thought you meant Anton.
No.
No, Chekhov
Pavel.
checked out long time ago, my friend.
Chekhov checked out. That's a
Chekhov.
good one. You might want to write that one down and workshop that one in the Star Trek message boards or something.
Chekhov checked
Sure.
out.
Yeah.
Chekhov checked off.
That's like when I first discovered chat rooms back in the late '90s, and I'd go into the political ones. I'd just pop in there and say, if Clinton had a boat, what kind of boat would he have? A Clintoon. Then I'd get out of there. Then I'd hop out and then I'd hop back in. And I'd say Kofi Annan's really Grady from Sanford and Son. And then I'd get out again.
Who was that?
Who was that crazy guy?
Get him back here. I have comments to make on his comment.
Yeah, I got some politically motivated comment. And I'd get out, and then I'd get bumped off because it was dial-up. And I'd have to dial back in, and it was AOL.
Okay, I have like the... Okay, I'm just going to try my joke. It's not going to work.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why... see, this isn't going to work. But I'll just give it...
Everybody understands that you're working on it. You get a little bit of leeway.
I think I'm taking the wrong angle with this, but this is what I'm going to say now.
Let's workshop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did the hipster...
It's all about delivery.
Why
The timing is important.
Timing
was way off on this.
no, timing sucks.
He's no Henny Youngman.
Why was the hipster so fast at bowling? See, it's even a stupid question.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, just say it. I'm not going to ask.
Because he already had bowling shoes on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See, that's my only angle is that he already has bowling shoes. So I'm trying to think of like,
You know what?
What?
That was not a very artisanal joke.
No.
Hey, okay,
joke.
so here's mine. How does the hipster like his food?
How?
Gentrified.
See what you did there?
That's
Not
much
bad,
better.
man. It's better than, why was the hipster so fast at bowling?
So fast at bowling.
I thought you meant he finishes 10 frames faster than somebody else.
Well, no, he's like in and out of the place faster because he doesn't have to wait and rent the
It
shoes.
doesn't make him play fast. He just starts his game before
no, but
everybody.
his outing to go bowling is quicker. He saves that time at the beginning and end. He doesn't have to return the shoes or get them in the first place.
I don't know.
I was picturing like, okay, here are other angles I was going to take. Like, why? I don't know. I'm like picturing him like bowling in the middle of the street because he's already got his bowling shoes on. So like everywhere he goes is a bowling alley. But you know, it wasn't working.
Oh, how about okay? I got another one. Let me think of the wording here.
Okay.
Why did they let the hipsters eat the last remaining Sasquatch? Why did they let the hipsters?
That's an awesome question.
Why did they let the hipsters eat the last remaining Sasquatch?
Why?
Because then at least they'd get a photo of it. I think that's pretty good.
I like the question better than the punchline.
Do you get it? Because they're always taking pictures of their food.
Yeah. And people
Jesus.
can't get a good
I think
picture of
that's good.
Sasquatch.
All right.
I see what
I think
you're
I just
saying.
come up with 2 humdingers on the spot.
Yeah.
You guys are jerks, man. You're not a jerk, Tom, for not liking the Bill Murray Ungala Galunga scene. Ungala Galunga.
I never
scene.
said I didn't like it.
But you're a jerk for not liking my jokes. All right,
Fair
fine. I
enough.
did my best. I like to. You can find
I
somebody who
think
does
you
a
did a
better
better
job.
job
I'd
than
like
I
to
did.
see it.
You did a better job than I did.
No,
You're a
I
better
don't know.
man
Nothing,
than I
could,
got.
nothing could beat why are they so fast at bowling.
That was good. That was almost
They
good.
already had the shoes.
They already had the shoes.
How do hipsters apply peer pressure?
How's that?
How?
Well, they say, "Come on, no one else is doing it."
You didn't just make that up, did you?
No,
not.
No.
I wish you did.
I'd be writing greeting cards if I could find that.
Yeah, that's gold right there.
And here's another one. Have you heard the hipster joke? Yeah, I have it on vinyl.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
There you go. Pieces of vinyl.
I just went right for the memes.
I'm having
Yeah,
fun.
no, that's how you got to do it.
I don't study hipsters enough. I can make up other jokes.
Well, obviously not, because you hipsters used to wear bowling shoes back like in the 80s.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, they've gotten past that?
Yeah, that's the
Like now the
bowling shoes
hipsters
are
frown
not
on
cool now.
stuff?
That's how. I mean, it's not cool to be a hipster. I mean, in my opinion, but it's even it's just as not cool to be so far away from a hipster that you're in 1989 hipster like
Well,
Tom
look,
is right now.
I make no illusions that I'm not a suburban dad. I mean, come on. I'm a suburban dad. That's what I am. I've got
Sure.
zero cool. I think I was born a suburban dad.
Yeah, I think so. Right? They said, "What is it, Doc?" It's a suburban dad.
No,
You
it's
got yourself
grilling a
a
hamburger
suburban
and it's
dad.
Bermuda shorts.
Right.
Let's
He
make
was
suburban
born in
dad
his
jokes.
Tivas.
Well, not Danny. D'Annunzio gets back to the Caddyshack and you hear somebody in the background go, "Oh, they die on you?"
That was great. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know if I ever noticed that before. I
Did
probably
they die on you, Tony?
did. Yeah.
So that's back to the thing you're talking about. How you make it like? Do they realize that they're, or how much do they realize or even care about the fact that there's people are making fun of the fact that they're old, basically,
Right.
just for being who they are. But is it the type of thing where, like I had read that when they made The Shining, they made it in such a way where the kid that played Danny didn't know they were making a horror movie. They shot it
sheltered
in
him
such
from-
a way
yeah.
they sheltered him from those
Okay.
facts. They told him, they gave him the lines because they sort of created other contexts for them and stuff, and just said, "Oh, you're just talking to your mom," and they make him deliver the line. And I wonder if the Havercamps do their scene, or the Burretts or whoever played there, they do their scene, and then afterwards they're like, "All right, throw in the line about did they die on you?" Afterwards.
We were just
And
in a
it's-
movie where we played a pair of aristocrats who own a golf
Yeah.
club,
Right.
and we're the toast of the town.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
People come from miles around seeking our advice. Our
what we're really
counsel.
doing is we're remaking The Great Gatsby.
Yes, I was Gatsby.
Yeah, and
We
you're
were
gonna go play
on
your
West Egg playing golf.
And then Ramus says, "Okay, put that line in about them dying because really they're going to be dead before the thing premieres."
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera's not on. Could you please just hit the ball into the water, just for fun? Thanks. We're not
Matter of
filming
fact,
this.
that line was probably added to VHS copies only after one of the Birds died in 1984.
I just want to see what the casting, what the listing was. Like decrepit, doddering, humorously slow, frail old people.
Or like in the script, I'd
people?
like to see that, right?
Or did they know these people already and say, hey, let's write a part for them?
They were in on it. They're funny.
Yeah, they're funny. They get it.
I'm old.
They're hip.
It's always nepotism, always the nephew of a producer.
Yeah.
Or
the great uncle of a producer.
Right. Or the great uncle twice removed of the producer.
The great kazoo.
Hello, dum dum. My favorite. I don't know if that's how he even said it, but Harvey Korman.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how he said it, but I always like to think about the great kazoo showing up on Fred Flintstone's shoulder and going, "Hello, dum dum."
Was that really Harvey Korman?
Yeah.
I think it was.
When you just said it sounded true.
It was.
I
Harvey
think it
Korman.
was.
Yeah.
No, that was we're off subject, but we're onto something really, really meaningful here, because it's like Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. But the kazoo, very few, not everybody even remembers it. You'd say, well, what are you talking about? The great kazoo from Flintstones. Like, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But it was like this weird little added that wasn't in a lot of episodes.
Well, it's like when they said that's when the Flintstones jumped the shark, when they introduced like the magical alien.
Bullshit. Yeah? Bullshit. That's when they were hitting their stride.
Well, I mean, yeah.
A magical alien that only
now.
Fred can see that talks to Fred.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The Honeymooners never did that.
No. And I'm falling asleep to the.
Hello, dum dum.
So that tonight I'm going to be. That's my priority tonight.
Going to sleep?
No, I'm gonna listen to Greg Kazoo clips.
You're gonna do the Great Kazoo?
Almost 43 years old, trying to make something of myself, and I'm gonna listen to the Great Kazoo clips.
I love the Great Kazoo.
Her hands hurt. It's a living.
That and the Way Outs. Remember the Way Outs?
Yeah, way out, way out.
Wait, what's the Way Outs?
The fun
They were like the
is way
Beatlesque
out.
type band.
Oh, right, because they're always copying. I'm surprised they didn't go with a rock name. Normally,
Yeah.
everybody was named after a rock, like Mr. Slate. And are you still talking about the Flintstones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because they always had Mr. Slate and Rock Hudstone. And
I was just gonna say, what was his Rock Hudson? What was his name? How did they mess up Rock Hudson?
Yeah, because it's already a rock. They added another rock, Hudstone.
That's hysterical.
It was Rock Hudstone. Rock Stone Stone.
Rock
Stone. Rock.
Oh, hello, my name is Rock Pebblestone. And then remember when they cloned Fred? He's Yabba Dabba Doo.
I say that constantly.
Yeah.
I love Yabba Dabba Doo. That Android version.
Yeah.
Yabba Dabba Doo.
Doo. Hello, Fred. Yabba Dabba Doo. Are you feeling okay today, Fred?
Yabba Dabba Doo.
You're not really yourself today, Fred.
I just love this line from the Great Kazoo's Wikipedia page, and he does have his own page. Kazoo refers to Fred and Barney as, quote, dum-dums and constantly causes problems for them. I love that. Something about that I like. Dum-dums. I've been using that a lot, too. I have a couple of friends where I'm always saying, what's up, dum-dum?
Hello, dum-dum.
And only they can see me. So.
Yeah.
And it was voiced by Harvey Korman. Fantastic.
Oh, that's great. He was a funny man. And people tune in to hear about Caddyshack, and they're going to find out about the origins of the Great Kazoo. And they're going to say, like, damn, these guys.
They're going to learn so much.
Mm-hmm. They're going to say, who's Harvey Korman?
Yeah, I'm 11 years old.
Who's Henny Youngman?
Why do they want me to take his wife?
Oh,
all right, fellas.
That's good. We're
good.
That's solid.
Yeah.
You're welcome, people. Can. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're better for it.
You know what we should do with this one? We should post it to the internet and let people all over the world listen to it. We should just let them have full access to it to just put on their phones or their computers and they can listen to it.
This is exactly when I say I want to punch you.
Yeah.
Because instead of just ending, you say one thing like this.
Like 39 seconds past when we should have ended.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but you just say something like, "Oh, we should make a podcast."
Yeah.
That's what we're fucking
Because
doing.
it's what we're doing already.
Yeah.
We're clearly making a podcast. People have already been downloading these episodes and listening to them. So why would
All right, I want to get these.
That's why you don't put. But it's also why you don't put bowling in both the setup to the joke and the punchline of the joke. Yeah.
But if the shoes are bowling shoes, like, is there another way to set that up without being in a bowling alley? That's what I was trying to do, and it wasn't working.
I know I told you
That's
that we
your wife
workshop
coughing,
it, but
Tom.
it's not workable.
Wife's-
And everybody heard your wife cough.
She's
Just-
choking
in the
on my
room again.
terrible joke. I feel bad
She's
for her.
in-
Don't try to be sympathetic.
They're
Again,
passing a reefer back and forth in Tom's basement.
Something
what's
about
happening.
bowling shoes.
she wants to put it on her resume, like, oh, I appeared in podcasts 1 through 15 because
I was
as
a
Jody,
popular
the wife.
character, the coughing wife.
Yeah.
I can be heard coughing in the background of such minutes as Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Trek, and Caddyshack.
I interrupted the Great Kazoo conversation with my cough, and people loved it.
No.
Today was one of the more instructive and educational podcasts that we've done.
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
we're doing a really good job, and we're doing the Lord's work.
And people are learning something instead of, you can't just lay around all your life listening to podcasts, being a ne'er-do-well, a roustabout.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should just do well. Don't
Yeah.
ne'er-do well.
You should
Just do well.
constantly
Yeah.
do well. Always
Right.
do well.
You know what you should do that right now is when you go up to that kid's room of yours,
Yeah.
wake him up and say, you know what? Don't ne'er do well, son. Do well.
Dad, what? I'm
Put
asleep.
him and say, give it to him.
Yeah.
You give him that advice right now.
I think
do
he's
it.
doing all right so far.
No. Oh. I watched that clip about 1,000 times. I was trying to figure out
diving
what.
into the kiddie pool.
And he dives in the kiddie pool, and the water's spilling out. And in the background, you hear Sam go, no, no.
It sounds like someone's hitting a button over and over.
It is. It's like, It's like that character in the David Lee Roth video. That was a California Girls. To go. I think a glazed donut.
A glazed
bottle.
donut and a bottle of anything. To go.
No, a different one. That's I'm
That's
just a jiggle. He goes, you got charisma.
That's just a gigolo. Yeah.
That's what he sounded like. Tom's floating in the pool like he's dead. And his son's going, no, no. And Jody's laughing. And he's, no.
Poor son was traumatized.
And
All
the
I could
clip
see
will,
was water filling his life.
and the clip will be posted on the website.
Yes.
See.
Take a gander.
But just go up there and tell him, don't ne'er do well, just do well, damn it.
Yeah.
And if you don't do well and you end up ne'er do welling, you're not my son.
Yeah.
Nair, talk to me again.
I'm going to feed the hose up through your window and just crank it on.
Yeah. Oh no! No! Oh! And you're
Poor son. He was worried.
all that was happening was the water was coming out of the pool and watering the plants.
A great deal of water, though.
Oh no! Oh! I hate to tell him, but show him that clip and say, "You were ne'er-do-welling here." It's
He was
dropped
doing
there.
fine. He was warning his father that he was being a clod and ruining everything and sinking the garage.
Tell him every day when he goes to school. Just drop the nair. Just do well.
Yeah. Do well, son.
Do well. Don't ne'er do well.
Yeah.
Do well. Oh no!
All right.
I gotta go because
People are tuning out.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to tell you
classic
guys that I love
stuff.
you because I don't. You didn't laugh hard enough at my joke.
Just love us, don't tell us.
All right. I love
Just keep your knee hooks off. And you
Writing
touch my
sweet
stuff.
nothings on the back of your neck. All right. Thank you,
touch
man.
my neck.
Thank you, gentlemen. This has been good.
Yep.
We all win. Come back next time for minute 14, where we'll hear Danny say, "Ho ho, you don't get no go." All right. Good night, everybody.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.